that was hilarious. Go in. Go in.
Taking it like a champ.
Go in.
One up. Great shot. Seriously. Go.
Oh, come on. Come on. And we saw a greenskeeper out with his son changing the flag, which is like, we're done for the day.
Pretty special moment.
So the way that we've structured the day, playing the short course first and then moving on to the little bit longer course and now being on the Karoo course.
Well, that's either incredibly good or horrendous, and I can't wait to find out.
The best part about the game is when something is great, the instinct is to share it rather than to hoard it. So when we all had a clear weekend, it was time for a strike mission. Airplane tickets, long drives, some sustenance we call dirt, a lot of chaos.
It is absolutely boring.
For what? Why travel across the state or halfway across the country for one day of golf? Well, we'd be happy to explain ourselves. These days, it takes a lot to get us together. We all live in different cities, talk nearly every day, but rounds of golf together are few and far between. I'm Walker Simas, former collegiate golfer, host of the Tie Podcast, and golf design sicko. I moved to Tampa in 2022 knowing Cabot had plans to transform what used to be Worldwoods. I've watched this place evolve over the last 2 years. And because it's not easy work creating an environment like this, these sorts of projects are interesting to us. So to share that story, to share a day together doing what we love at a place that we love doing it, just a no-brainer.
Got him. Woo! Woo!
This is my friend Henry Shimp. We grew up together, and ever since he went out west to play at Stanford, rounds of golf together are rare. Henry now lives in Austin, but is no stranger to hopping on a plane with his golf clubs.
My laptop just got hit with extra screening in the airport. Probably the amount of nuclear content coming out of that thing. And TSA people are sharp.
Also joining us is my friend Trey Wren. We met last summer at the Ringer, where he both carried a camera and kicked my ass the final day at the tree farm. Since then, all we seem to talk about is doing something like this. Plus, I need a rematch from last summer. Trey is driving across the state tonight before an early departure.
I'm hitting the road, heading across the state, driving 4.5 hours from Delray to Tampa just to play one round of golf.
Henry just arrived. Vietnamese for dinner, long day ahead.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Ready to rock 'em.
Ready to sock 'em.
Cabot Citrus Farms is an hour from my place, so it's a 5:30 alarm, hit the road, hydration and caffeination, all to get us there in time for a sunrise drone session.
60 miles an hour and it's raining sideways.
Gary's been
Good morning.
Morning. So, first impression It's a big piece of property.
With a map, we've gotten almost lost a couple times.
Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns?
I'm a big fan. I'm going to be really curious to see what it's playing like. I mean, fairways are a lot of different options. The greens have a lot going on, and so if the ball's firm and moving around, it's going to be really fun to play. But it's not going to be easy.
I see a lot of sand. I see a lot of rolling terrain. I'm just seeing really good looking golf pretty much anywhere I look, and that's a good sign.
Going back to World Woods, this is rolling pasture land. It's sandy, scattered with oaks and pines. It's got more hills and land movement than you'd think. This certainly does not feel like Florida.
We're flying the drone, capturing all the things that take place on Saturday morning maintenance. And it's always interesting to see. You always pick up new little tidbits. And we saw a greenskeeper out with his son changing the flag, which is like, we're done for the day.
Pretty special moment. Flag it up.
We have a lot of ground to cover before teeing off in 7 hours. The goal today is pretty simple. See every hole, catch up, enjoy the day, and most importantly, win a match. The right meal is as much part of a trip as anything else. Henry's got us set up for breakfast. For the record, Guy does not miss. If Henry says we're going to breakfast at the Florida Cracker Kitchen, we're going to breakfast at the Florida Cracker Kitchen.
That's a great sign on the door.
And back we go. There are 39 holes on property. Let's get started. We'll play our opening 11 at the Wedge, the one biter. It's 11 holes of compact par 3s designed by Nuzzo. Use a slope.
Oh, so much juice.
See a few putts go in. For my money, a much more effective way to get loose.
Is that 3 in a row?
And most importantly, keep it moving.
Floated for sure. I think it's just a sailboat. Oh boy, over.
Onto the squeeze.
All right, Walker, tell me where we are.
We're at Cabot Citrus Farms. We're at the squeeze. This is hole number 2, par 4.
What is the squeeze, though?
The squeeze is like a short course. It has par 3s. It also has par 4s. It also has par 5s. And you're thinking, isn't that a golf course? But it's 10 holes.
This 10-hole routing invites some shots we'll see shortly on the big course. Time to swing some drivers, get creative, and build some momentum into the match. The clear takeaway from those first 21 holes is that I'm more eager to play Carew, and that's exactly what I'm looking for.
We're 9 hours into our day, 7 hours on site, walking onto the first tee.
No way, easy way to get from here to the East Coast.
Yeah,
There
it's
is
just
nothing.
Exactly, yeah, just came all the way for one day and
Oh, are you kidding?
strike mission, yeah, just worth seeing. I mean, worth it for sure.
Well, good.
The match is pretty simple.
We playing stroke or are we just doing round robin?
Stroke play?
Stroke it?
Yeah, let's do stroke.
I like it.
And let's say, whether it's tonight or another time, let's say
Dinner.
Yeah.
And even if I lose,
And
I will pay for dinner if I'm
low
not
man.
there.
Let's say low man gets to not pay, but split 2 ways. Second and third.
All right, done.
The low man gets you free.
Done. Yeah.
Come on with us. Come on.
1 through 3 is a pretty cold welcome. They really jump off the scorecard. You're like, okay, wow. 475-yard par 4 with a tough green, 522-yard par 4 with a tough drive, and a 292-yard par 3 with no explanation needed.
What is it, 232?
232.
That's actually not that bad.
If you go on Cabot's website, when they did all the renderings, this is like the hole that they presented.
This is the hole they sold all the memberships off of.
I'm not going to say the dirty S word, but we're here on a middle box. There's a, 297 box back there. We've got kind of a half pipe that can kind of feed your ball into the front of the green. The green is probably 30 or 35, maybe even 40 yards deep. And so this can turn into a monster really quickly.
Yeah, that was the right one. Good shot.
We all got off to a slow start. Standing on the 4th tee, we're 5 over as a group. Fortunately, sitting in front of us is a par 5 we thought was a par 4 until checking the scorecard while writing the script.
Beauty.
Time to settle in.
Hard to argue with that.
Trey, Henry, and I are all at +1. Dinner is on the line. The tough stretch is over. Time to create a lead.
I think it's particularly special for me because being from the Carolinas, like, have grown up seeing a lot of the Kyle Franz redo work, Southern Pines, Charlotte Country Club, Raleigh Country Club, Country Club of Charleston. He's done a lot of great work, but we haven't gotten to see original stuff yet, and this is his first bite at the apple. I've been hearing a lot about it, that he's doing some pretty, dare I say, provocative stuff out there. Alternate fairways, crazy greens. What's been really cool for me so far just in these first 6 holes is the idea that that optionality isn't there just as kind of like eye candy on an open, windy property. Like if you play this place 4 different times, you get a 500-yard hole that's into the wind, and all of a sudden it might be the left fairway, and then the next day it's straight downwind and you get the right fairway, you know? So that optionality marries well with the kind of conditioning that you're gonna get out here, and it makes it really cool.
That was hilarious. Go in. Go in.
Taking it like a champ.
Go in.
One up. Great shot. Seriously. Go.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh.
Oh.
Smoke.
Oh, shut up. What was he said? Oh, I hate it. 4 feet.
Sorry about that.
Behind this gate, I'm quiet.
I'll just tap it in real quick.
I love this 12th hole. Of the last 6 holes, it definitely stands out. The tee shot's downhill. You don't really see how wide it is. I thought I missed the fairway. I was in the fairway, so I loved that. And then the second shot was just so good. Yeah, but it has that like elevated green, bunkering in the hillside. That hole was probably my favorite on the golf course so far.
So now we're through 12 holes. Tell us, where the game stands, and then go into kind of what you thought about those last few holes.
We got a good one. It's you and I are +1. We got Walker at +2, and it's been fun. Like, I'm really enjoying it out here. I think a couple of things that have been coming to mind. So the way that we've structured the day, playing the short course first and then moving on to the little bit longer course and now being on the Karoo course, has been really fun. It really does kind of strike on a lot of different angles. Like, there's the classic, you try to be something for everybody and you're nothing for anybody, but like the music going on out at the par 3 course and then going out to the little bit longer course and then making it over here has been really cool. The other thing that we talked about, and Walker and I talked about this on the podcast a decent bit, Old World Woods. It was a Foz, and like, who's gonna kind of fix the Fazio courses? It's the first that we're seeing of it to some degree, with Kyle coming in, and it's such great land. It just needed a little bit more of a natural aesthetic and some more interesting architecture. It's clearly what's been done with the greens. So I think it's something that we could see more of down the road, seeing someone like Franz come in and work on some of these really cool Fazio properties, because he undoubtedly got great land. It just left something to be desired. So it's been really fun, really enjoying the golf course.
This has been a truly memorable golf experience in the state of Florida, just because of the fact that, like, I don't see anyone right now, and that is unheard of in this state. Like it is hard to get a tee time at a bad golf course in Florida, and we're out here. Obviously it's different, they haven't opened yet fully, but I see a golf cart. But I see one golf cart and I can see 8 or 9 golf holes around me. We're the last off. This has been such a cool experience, and I've been in Florida for 5 years, and I've gotten to see firsthand a couple of the new builds, and really the core Florida golf build is to sell houses, right? They have a name architect, they've got a piece of land that probably stinks, they're gonna put a golf course on it, and they're gonna try and sell a couple hundred homes. And Cabot Citrus is the antithesis of that. It couldn't be less that. There's no homes out here. There's obviously cabins and people to stay, but once you're in the golf course, it's just golf. It's just rolling, sandy. It really doesn't feel like I'm in the state of Florida. When you think about a new build and a new golf course, it's almost always going to involve trying to sell a bunch of houses.
Like most resorts are built for resort play. They're wide, they're boring, they're flat, they're easy. And this can be that, it is that, especially for the higher handicap player. But really, it's got some teeth, and it's hidden. Like you can dial up the pins, you can dial up the greens, and you all of a sudden have a totally different golf course. There's width, but if you want the right angles to those hard pins, you're gonna have to execute really good golf shots. So that's what I think they did really successfully. Both Mike on the fun side with the wedge and the squeeze, but Kyle especially on Carew, just really creating options and asking better players to hit really good shots if they want to take advantage of those options. Just talking about nippers, now it's time to show up.
Yep, good bird. Really good.
So he buried them underground, alone with the flowers now, proud of his green hands and blood on his shoes. Then he prays for the rain to come through the cracks in the autumn clouds, armed with a watering can and dreaming of the greenest field the bodies will grow. Green hands, he's up past the wall. Fooling the soul, he's the organic man, there's no one to call. And he shops for the groceries just to talk with the other men, sweating and stammering, living just to reattach before he gets old.
Yeah. Well, that ends up in a bad spot. Oh, it's okay. It's left.
Alright, I can deal with that.
That's either incredibly good or horrendous. I can't wait to find out.
And folks, it was
Really good.
what he said. Really good. Wow, that's huge at this point in the match. I'm 1 down. He was frustrated at where my golf ball is.
Trey Wren takes the lead.
Come on, baby. All right, situation is this. 2 shots swing there. I'm now 1 ahead, going to the last. Was behind all day. Let's see if I can close it out. Oh man.
Good. Birdies and a few shifts of momentum make for a good match. They don't always shake out like that, but it makes for one heck of a finish. Trey takes another one, which puts me in critical condition heading into our next game.
Wow.
To see Henry let that one slip on 17 was brutal. But that's golf.
Come on, baby.
You're 2-0.
That got really tense at the end there. That was no joke.
At the end of the day, which it is, not a doubt in our minds that it was worth all the miles. To share 24 hours at a place I've seen grow up for the last 24 months, that's hard to beat.
Cabot Citrus Farms, signing out.
I did that in our Clemson video.